You look beautiful.
Ah.
Okay, so what would you say is the most important thing in when it comes to relationships?
uh, yeah, it's difficult to answer because it's like really deep question,
Yeah,
and for me, it's probably love. But you know that love you can describe like in 100 words
yes,
probably or more, because we have our own perspective or our own opinion about love.
right.
So for me, love is like taking care of that person that you love
Yeah,
and giving him as much as you can, not thinking that you would like to take it something back. Like, you know, it's love without any how to say.
like you're not expecting anything
Yeah,
back from them,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And you know that's interesting that you say that because um, I think that love is supposed to be that way. You know,
Okay.
love is supposed to be about giving,
Yeah,
right?
about
Not
giving.
not always about what you get back from it.
Yeah.
Like when you give, you kind of automatically, if you're with a good person, that is,
Yeah.
they would give you back too, right? So it kind
Yeah.
of balances everything
Yeah.
out.
But also, if you expecting to giving like if you expecting that that person should give you back something, that's not something not right with you, not right with your attitude to that person. So
Right.
if you thinking, oh, he should give me back something, that's not right. Something is
That
not right.
I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. So is that a view that you've always had, or is that something that just it developed over time?
Yeah, probably developed because I used to think that it should be like this. He should take care of me. He should like do more stuff for me and so on. But after my life, like I had like quite lot of experience
Right.
and I also read a lot about more the self improving and development, like me like person,
Yeah.
and I noticed that when you don't have some kind of expectation from the
Wow.
people, you won't like disappointed. You won't be like disappointed. So probably it's came with my experience.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
100%. No, thank you so much for your time and answering that question for me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So you're looking good on the camera, by the way.
No real shock there.
No. So when it comes to relationships, right?
Yeah.
What is one thing that you think is the most important that you look for?
I think the most important thing is having the same core values as the person you're going to spend your life with.
Right.
You know, not about appearance, not about money, not about career. For me, all this thing can change
Right.
so many times in life, but number one I recommend is find someone who has the same values as you. You know, the same beliefs, the core, the important things. You know, simple, small stuff like what your view on proper societal behavior, what your view is on just how to act,
raising kids, raising a
raising
family.
kids, the importance of family to you and to your partner, and yeah, the simple things, you know, being the importance of being polite, the importance of like doing good things, and if you're with somebody who shares those values, I think you're likely to go much further in a good relationship.
I hear that, man. I agree with you 100%.
Awesome.
Like those, you know, the superficial things will always fade away, right?
You want to get on the camera? Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
You want to say Happy New Year?
You're looking so beautiful on the camera. Are you gonna buy a property or what?
Oh yeah.
Amazing, man. No, how old is she?
She's gonna be 2 in March.
Oh wow.
Still only
Couple of months
Yeah.
away from the terrible 2 system.
Yeah, but she's ahead of the game, so. Yeah.
Yeah, like So what you were saying there with like in Europe, I agree with that. Like,
Yeah.
there's more of a tradition, when it comes to the view of marriages and
I think so.
relationships.
I
right?
think so. Yeah. Maybe because their culture is so much older in general. You know, you look at the history. There are thousands of years of architecture and people, and here in America, everything's so new.
Yeah.
And we're still, I think, finding our traditions and creating new ones, and hopefully they go into this. Not this throwaway culture like we were saying, you know, and throwing away a relationship like you would an old car or something, you know.
Well, do you think that is anything that'll make it more valuable as it used to be before? Do you think we're actually going to go back to that, or are we going a different direction?
I want to be positive on my reply, but I think it would take some shock to society. Otherwise, no. I think it's just going to keep going until we're marrying robots, and and like AI will be our friends, and like people will be marrying their pets instead of people. I think America needs to turn around big time, and that's my opinion on that. Is it would take a big shock to society, like something catastrophical to get the good to come back out.
Right.
You know, there's still tons of good, and family traditions can still exist.
Yeah.
But I think it takes a lot of that has disappeared in not just new generations, but like I think like 3-4 generations of perhaps some lost souls out there. You know.
Well, would you say it's because of things being easier, or maybe just I think about like my generation when I was little. My parents taught me hard work and respect.
Yeah, I think maybe it's too easy. No hard times for anybody now. It's you know, you can quit your job and walk across the street and they'll hire you there, and then you can quit that job without ever doing one day of work. You can have 10 jobs. You know, there's not enough people, and I think we're not realizing the importance of technology and the importance that the internet technology is having on the new generation. Education system is completely changed. Exactly, and I think it's going to take a big reality check in America. And again, I see that when I'm in Europe, I see these family traditions very strong still. And who's to say they're not right behind us and going to do the same thing? So
yeah, I mean, Western communities are kind of closer together, but I think you're right. There are a few countries that still hold on to those values, right? I like when I went to London in 2019. I realized that a lot of people there still walk, bike, which is different from here. Like, you know, they had cars, but they'll leave their cars at home. And they'll take public transport, and you know, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
and you know, they'll still go to the pub with the coworkers and have this traditional ale kind of thing. You know, I think it's not so much for the ale, but for the community gathering in public
Yeah.
places. We're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
less of that here.
Right.
Who's these?
Yeah.
Good-looking girls. Okay, well, I'm gonna hit it.
No, I appreciate your
Nice to
time.
meet
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much
Have a good
for the interview.
2023.
Yeah, well, I'll give you my my YouTube channel there.